Last night. We had a great night last night. Pastor Josh Mayo kicked off this experience in a brand new and a fresh way. We thank God for Pastor Josh Mayo. Tonight you get to hear from Pastor Josh Mayo's twin brother, and you'll see why in just a second. You know, when we put this revival conversation together with the staff, I told my staff about November, I said, you know, if we don't all fall in love with Jesus a little bit more, I don't know what else to do for us. I just said that. I said, if we don't fall more in love with Jesus. Because, folks, every issue in life is resolved first by falling deeper in love with Him. It'll save your marriage. It'll save your finance. It'll save the issues in our world today if we will just fall in love with Jesus. Everybody say, fall in love with Jesus. Then say, just a little bit more. Tonight, our speaker is a phenomenal communicator, a man of God, anointed of God. He's preached in all kinds of places, from churches to NFL locker rooms to high school gymnasiums to young adults to teenagers to children. He's an amazing gift from heaven tonight, and he is an awesome speaker. Been here many, many years ago for Genesis Conference, and we put this class of speakers together a few months back, and I thought, I want to get somebody here that can just shake us up for Jesus. And we thought of that guy named Reggie Dabbs. Would you please tonight get up on your feet and welcome to this stage our speaker, our friend, Reggie Dabbs. Come on, give it up for Reggie Dabbs tonight.
Are you happy? Go ahead, sit down. Go ahead, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Get some popcorn. It's all good. I heard my brother was here last night. My twin brother. Every time dinner came, I beat him up and ate his food too. So it's real good. Now I need your help tonight. I'm in the South. Help me out, please. I love the South. I was born and raised in Tennessee. I almost came to school here in Arkansas. There was a man who I adored to this day. His name is Houston Nutt. And but I went to Tennessee and played instead, and he never let me live it down, especially when they won. But suey, pig suey, whatever y'all say. It's good to be here tonight. So now here's what it is. The whole thing tonight is a phrase. It's 3 words, just 3 words. But you got to help me, because look, number 1, I don't know if you ain't looked at a screen or not, but I'm black. Number 2, we're in the South. And number 3, I'm a preacher. Dude, that's the trifecta right there. You got a black Southern preacher and we just might as well have a good time. So everybody, touch your neighbor and say, now look, here are the rules. In case you're like, what are the rules? There's rules when there's a black preacher. Rule number 1, you must talk to your neighbor. So right now, touch your neighbor and say, I got to talk to you. No, it's not talk to you. I got to talk to you. Now look, if you don't know what to say to your neighbor, look him in the eye, just say one word 3 times. Just look at your neighbor right now. Everybody do it. Look at him and say, all right, all right, all right. Turn to the person on the other side. If you do it again, say, all right, all right, all right. Oh, dude, I just won half the room right there, all right? Now, here it is. Number 2, you got to talk to the preacher. Somebody say, come on, Reggie. Dude, I like this place. We're going to get along just fine. And last but not least, we're going to have a good time, all right? No matter what you're going through, it's all right. It's Friday. It's over, all right? We get to start over. There's a whole nother hurt next week that we need to get ready for. How many of y'all have lived there? Like, I ain't lying to y'all. If you're looking for a preacher that's going to tell you everything's fine, everything's going to be all right, don't you worry about a thing, you need to go find somebody else. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you got Jesus, devil ain't got nothing on you. He can throw anything at you. You're just still going to have your joy. Because guess what? The world didn't give me this joy, and it can't take it away. Somebody say, all right, all right, all right. 3 words. If I say them, you say it back to me the whole time. The whole time I'm up here. If I say these 3 words, just yell it back at me. Everybody say this. So will I. So will I. Not bad, not bad. Do it again. Say, so will I. So will I. All right, just one more time. Say, so will I. So will I. All right, all right, all right. Dude, I like it here. Why did it take me so long to get back here? Some of you like, I ain't never seen you before in my life. This is your lucky day. I speak face-to-face to 1.5 million public school students every year. CNN News says I'm the #1 communicator to young people in the United States. I do it because I believe in hope and love. I cannot say the name of Jesus in a public school, but I would never do a public school without Jesus. You ask him for her. The reason why there was 3,673 kids in the gym when that fight broke out, and all I said was stop, and everybody stopped. That ain't Reggie. That is Jesus, though. I believe in hope. I believe in love. Somebody say, so will I. So will I. But now look, I got to be honest. The scripture I'm about to read to you is not me. I should not be preaching this. But I know I'm supposed to preach this because you did a song tonight with these words in it. So I knew I'm doing the right thing. Well, I ain't never been here except one time, and that was a long time ago. I ain't never heard that song about leaving the 99, but it must be something. Somebody say, so will I. So will I. Now, I'm going to tell you the way I feel. Now, don't judge. Don't judge. Jesus is still working on me. Just because they gave me the microphone don't mean I'm perfect. But it's all good. So here's what it says. Luke chapter 15, verse 4. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep. 100 sheep. That's a lot of sheep. And loses one of them. So you got 100 sheep and you lose one. Does he not leave the 99 in open country and go after the lost one until he finds it? My answer is no. He's still got 99. And it ain't his fault. That little brother did his own thing. I'm going to tell you right now, that one sheep that got lost, he a teenager. You know I'm right, y'all. You're like, I don't want to follow them. I don't care. I'm going to do my own thing. It's quicker if we go this way. Or he's smoking dope, doing drugs, little crack. Like, oh, I'm going to fly. I believe I can fly. I'm going to do my... No. So me, this is not Reggie. Especially if it's like doing Monday Night Football. If it's Saturday and there's college football, I still got 99 sheep. But no, not this brother. He leaves the 99 and goes looking for the one. Can't believe it. And you know, in verse 5, and when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulder. Oh, no. And when I find it, I'm kicking that little brother through the goalpost of life. That's what I'm doing. I missed the game. I missed the Tennessee volunteer football game and another loss. Look at me. I just got to tell you the truth. I really don't think I'd go after the one. Aren't you glad I'm not Jesus? Me too. Oh, it ain't done yet. So now he's got to, can you imagine? You're looking for this little guy all night long. Sun's starting to come up. You're dead tired. And all you hear is, bah. Bah. Like, you, bro. Isn't it crazy how we end up in situations we should have never ended up in? All we had to do is do the right thing, but we don't. And then when we end up in trouble, we're like, bah. Why me? Bah. How did this happen? Bah. Dude, who in the world ever thought that someone would be pregnant if they kept their clothes on? I'm just going to go on with my sermon now. And then they be looking at me like, how did this happen? Ooh, somebody brought me a towel. You knew I'm a black preacher. I get a towel. Verse 6. You know what? I might be doing good, or you just waiting for the next thing about to happen, because nobody's moving. Ain't nobody even going to the bathroom. That's rare up in it. Like, everybody's like, Verse 6. He goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors and says, rejoice with me. I found my lost sheep. Oh, no. I would call my friends and neighbors, but I'm going to say, come on over. We're having lamb chops tonight. That's it. Just saying. Let me finish it. I tell you the truth. In the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who do not need to repent. That's cool. Somebody say, so will I. Come on, say, so will I. Let me give you one more. Oh, by the way, hey, don't get all caught up in my joking, because I joke with a purpose. See, the Bible says a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. So I'm just giving you a little medicine. But you know I'm about to slap you. I did not come all the way here just to play games and No, somebody needs help. And then for some reason, God chooses to use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. I'm a fool, y'all. I'm a fool for Jesus. That's what the Bible says too, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, check it out. Matthew chapter 25, verse number 35 to 40. 5 more verses. It says this. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go visit you? Then the king will say, truly, I tell you, whatever you did to one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine. Y'all get that? Brothers and sisters of mine. Let me do it one more time. Brothers and sisters of mine, you did it to me. So here it is. Before you even knew Jesus, you belong to him. Before you even asked him in your life, you belong to him. You didn't choose to be, you were in his family whether you believe in him or not. Because everybody needs a family, don't they? Somebody say, so will I. Come on, one more time, say, so will I. Now, when you preach sermons, when you do this stuff, especially, I know Justin's here. He had his little balloon. It didn't really work for him that well. That's my brother. I can say this. I got to call him, though. I got to ask him about that. But you got to understand, when you read stuff like this and you do sermons like this, you got to make it personal. So here's what I need you to do. Touch your neighbor and say, he telling the truth. Come on, look at somebody and say, he ain't lying. Say, he telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. It goes like this. It was 3 days before Halloween. I ran out of bottled water. So I went to Walmart to get me some more bottled water. Now, don't be looking at me like that. You know you go to Walmart, too. You're from Arkansas. You invented Walmart. And you know it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to Walmart, I went in the store, and I got my little buggy. I went to the back, and I got me one of those 24-bottle cases of water. I was happy. I pushed up front, and I got in the checkout line. I was behind a mom and her 6-year-old son. Now, the mom, she's putting her groceries on the checkout belt. Cashier's checking out her groceries. 6-year-old boy just looking around the store. Now, you've been in the checkout line before. You know what I'm talking about. But then it happened. The 6-year-old boy saw a sign. The sign said, Halloween costumes, $7. And the little brother went crazy. I could do it. He was like, Mom, Mom, Mama, 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 Mama. And the mom was like, for the love of God, what? And the boy points at the sign and goes, Mom, look, I'm Batman. Mom, you got to get it. It's only $7. Mama, Halloween's coming. Please, Mama, please. Come on, Mama, I'm Batman. And the mom says, son, look at me. We've been learning not to interrupt people when they're talking. And I'm trying to get our groceries on the checkout belt. There are people behind us in line. When I'm done, you can ask, but you got to wait your turn. And he was like, sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Mom. I'll wait. So the mom turned around, kept putting her groceries on the checkout belt. When she got done, the mom turned back around, got on both knees, and I noticed she was crying. No. Let me help you out. That lady was crying so hard, she had tear stains all over her blouse. When she got on her knees, She said to her son, son, I'm so sorry. I hope you understand. I'm so sorry. But baby, this is all the money we have. I don't have $7. I promise you I'll make you a costume for Halloween. But baby, you can't be Batman. You just can't be Batman. And I'm waiting to see what this boy does. And what he did was pretty cool. He reached up, wiped a tear off his mom's cheek, kissed her on the cheek and said, "It's okay, Mama. It's okay. But don't you ever forget, I'm Batman." They hugged one more time. She gives him a kiss one more time. And after she kisses him, what she did was got up, turned around, paid for her groceries, put her bags in her cart. I put my water on the belt. Cashier looks at me and says, "Can I get you anything else?" I said, "Yeah. Can you go get me a Batman costume for that little boy walking out the front door?" And she said, "Oh, that's nice. How do you know that lady?" I said, "I don't know nobody. I ain't from here." She goes, "Then why are you?" I said, "Look, cashier, quit being Sherlock Holmes. We ain't got time for that, all right? Now, sometimes I'm rude, but I got a purpose, all right? I got to get that costume." She went and got it, came back, paid for it, put it in a separate bag. I go outside, and the cashier goes, "I'm coming with you." So she reaches up and turns her light off, you know what I'm saying, by her register. There's 5 people behind me in line. No, but this girl, ghetto, she looked at them and said, "Y'all better find another line to go to." We walk outside. I see the lady. I said, "There she is." And the cashier's like, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Hold on." So I just walked over and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, you forgot a bag." And she said, "I did?" She grabbed the bag, looked in it, and saw the costume and started crying. I said, "Lady, you got to quit crying." She said, "Why did you do this?" I said, "Because your son, he's Batman." Happy Halloween. Now stop, because see, some of you, I know, you spiritual. You're a lot further along in this whole Jesus thing than I am. And you mad because it was Halloween and it was a costume. It's cool. He just working on me, okay? But here's the deal. When we were walking back in the store, the cashier looked at me and goes, "Why'd you do that?" And I said, "Oh, because it used to be me." She went, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Oh, no. See, the pain that I had makes me the hero that I am." Should I give that to you one more time? The pain that I had makes me the hero that I am. Okay, now look. Let me help you out with this. In life, there's 2 things you must always remember. And I tell kids in school this all the time. Number 1, boys and girls are different. Always remember that, all right? Like if one girl has to go to the bathroom, 2 girls get to go with her. You'll never hear a boy go, "Ooh, I gotta go. Hey, Steve, let's go pee-pee." Not happening, all right? How about this? Anybody ever get up in the morning, get your toothbrush and toothpaste, go to put it in your mouth, and the toothpaste falls off? Girls, what do? Wash it out of the sink, get more toothpaste, start over. Boys, what do? Scoop it up. That's what we do. Hey, who cares if your daddy shaved that morning? Scoop it up anyway. Go to school, got hair on your teeth. Not good, not good. Not good, not good. Now, number 2, meaning of life. It's just a phrase. I'm going to say it to you. You say it back to me. Everybody say this. Life is a roller coaster. I love roller coasters. They go so fast, makes my fat go backwards. I'm skinny again, all right? That is not a joke. Listen to me. 29 years ago, I rode the fastest roller coaster in the world, 120 miles an hour. It went so fast, I went blind. My cheeks flew over my head. I couldn't see none. The whole ride, I kept hearing this noise in my ear. It was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what is that? Halfway through the ride, I realized what it was. It was not good, girl. We were going so fast, my fat was suffocating the girl sitting behind me, all right? No, in reality, the girl was yelling, "Help!" But with my fat hitting her in the face, it came out, blah, 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 blah. Not good. When I was in the 9th grade, everybody say 9th grade. My friends taught me to get on a roller coaster that went upside down. Reggie don't belong upside down. I go upside down, people get hurt, you know what I'm saying? But my friends were like, Reggie. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. The ride broke. No, this ain't funny, y'all. We went down the hill, around the curve, halfway through the loop upside down, brakes grabbed. We stopped upside down. I'm hanging upside down. All my fat is rolling toward my head. I could hear it on the news. Fat man died on a roller coaster. Then it got worse. The girl in front of me, she threw up, and the wind was blowing in my direction. Hold on, I can't duck, and if I could duck, my belly button would give me a hickey on my forehead. That ain't good. Now stop, before somebody gets mad. Some of you are like, what does this have to do with anything? Oh, it has to do with everything. Anybody ever been on top of the hill and everything's great? Anybody ever been going downhill so fast you want to quit? Hey, listen to me. They'll always fix the ride of life. But the question is, will you be on the ride when they fix it? So the phrase of the day is never give up. Everybody say never give up. Touch your neighbor and say never give up. Answer your neighbor and say all right, all right, all right. Look at that neighbor and say so will I. Are y'all with me? Here's my roller coaster. Hey, can I ask you 2 questions? Is it all right? Can we do it? Are we doing all right? I know. My clock's ticking, but I'm okay. I got a lot of time. Ooh, she knows where the clock is. Look at her. She looked back up there. Oh, if you just want to know, I'll tell you the truth. In the back, way up high, is a screen. On the screen is the regular time, says 8:03 p.m. Then there's another one. It says 7 minutes and 42 seconds. When that 7 minutes and 42 seconds gets to 3 zeros, a trap door opens and I will disappear. And you'll never see the brother again. So I'm going to get done before that thing gets there. I am having way too much fun. This is not good. I think I do that. When you do what I do, you can tell spirit begets spirit. I don't know if you understand that. But that means I don't feel like I don't have to take you on a journey. I can just continue where my brother left off yesterday. It's about to get there. But I got to tell you this. 2 questions. Anybody in this room ever have something happen in your past that you wish you could change but you can't? Or you wish you could forget but you know you won't? All right, cool. Question number 2. Anybody in this room ever wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and you're wide awake? And when you close your eyes, it's like a movie in your head playing of what happened in the past and you wish you could forget? Okay, this is my movie. I was 8 years old when my mom and dad came to school for parent-teacher conference. I hate parent-teacher conference. If you hate parent-teacher conference, just clap a little for me right now. Thank you very much. My name was at the top of the list. Mom and dad showed up, talked to the teacher for 5 minutes. We walk outside, notice something. All my friends' parents are young, but my parents are like old. And I'm thinking to myself, why they old? Now a brother got to know. A brother got to know. So I'm in the back, they're in the front, so I yelled to the front seat, hey, why y'all old? Don't ever do that, all right? You can think your daddy old, but don't tell him, all right? Good job, girl, good job. She's on the front row going. When we got home, my dad said we got to talk. So they put me at the kitchen table to have a talk. Anybody ever been to the kitchen table? If you've never been, don't go. Here's the rule. If you don't smell food, run, girl, run, okay? My dad started. My dad said, son, there's a plan for your life. I said, yes, sir. My mom looked at me and said my favorite word. She said, baby. I like that. You see, I thought my mom was magic when I was little. Every time she said baby, my darkest night had a light, my cloudiest day had sunshine. I know, y'all like, you love your mama? Yeah, oh yeah. My mama started crying when she said, baby, I'm sorry. She cried for 10 minutes and my dad moved chairs and held my mom. After 10 minutes, my dad said, tell him, tell him, tell him. When my mom spoke, everything changed. All my mom said was, baby, I'm sorry. I'm old because I'm not your mom. I'm not your mom. My dad whispered, I'm not your father. They explained the program I was living in called foster care. Then my dad said, tell him. And my mom said, you have a brother. His name is Keith. You have 2 sisters, Anna and Jeanette. I'm so sorry, baby, but your mom kept your brother. Your mom kept your sisters. She goes, I don't know why, but she said you were a mistake and you should have never been born, and she hated the day that you were. So she gave you away. And then she said, are you all right? I said, I'm fine. I really wasn't fine. Because see, every boy wears a mask. Every boy pretends everything's good when it's bad, happy when it's sad, right when it's wrong. But my brother, your mask will fall. And girls, you already know this. There's hurt and pain in this world, girl. Mac and Clinique don't make a makeup to cover that kind of pain. Okay, that was good right there. So my sisters, when everything starts running, and my brother, when your mask falls, love never fails. I gotta be honest, look at Reggie. I speak like this, I'm different, I'm not normal. They're thinking, you should be happy with that. I'm not normal. So the way I speak, the way I deliver, everything I do is like a movie. I take people on a journey, on a ride. Hopefully, you've been on a journey tonight and you're like whispering to yourself, I'm so glad I came to revival tonight. And we ain't even done, but we will be in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Because I don't know how far down that trap door is going to throw me. I'm kind of big. Not that far? Oh, just okay, just a little bit. Hey, look. I had one desire from 8 years old to 21. One dream. You know what it was? See, some of you are nice. You kids are nice. You're looking at me like, you want to meet your mom? Your brother? No. Your sisters? No. Do you know what I wanted more than anything? I wanted to die. I wanted to die every day. And nobody knew. Nobody knew. Why y'all looking so sad? I said 8 to 21. I ain't 21. I told you already. I'm 54. I was 12 years old. It was 3:06 in the morning. I started to cry. I decided I was going to die. My bedroom door opened and my foster care dad walked in. My foster care dad looked at me at 3:06 in the morning and he said, I heard you crying. I said, how did you hear me crying? He goes, son, 3 days ago you stopped talking to me. 3 days ago you stopped eating. And when you stop eating, there's something wrong. It's true. He said, so for the last 3 nights, I slept at your door. He slept at my door. He was a school janitor to the world, but to me, he was Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, wrapped up in a chocolate brother with a broom, all right? Hey, you ready? I've only seen him cry 3 times. One was the day he held me that night at 12 years old. And he said this, I will never call you Reggie. I will always call you son. And from now to the day I die, I will love you. That's why I'm standing here. 2, every Sunday at church, he cried. No matter what the song was, there was a moment every Sunday he cried. One day I asked him, I said, why do you cry every Sunday? He says, because I can't understand why he would love me. But I'm glad he does. And the last time I saw him cry was when my sister, I'm only the one adopted in the family, but my sister, he found drugs in her coat. And she ran away that day and never came home. He cried. Somebody say, so will I. Come on, say, so will I. One more time, so will I. So ladies and gentlemen, I got to read something to you. It's very, very important. And you need to know that all you got to do is if I say so will I, you say so will I, and it'll be good. Somebody do me a favor right now. Touch your neighbor and say, this is for you. Touch your other neighbor and say, this is for you. Here's what the Bible, we read it twice. The nature of Jesus, who Jesus is, what he can do for the world. But the Bible also says once we find ourselves in him, we must be that for the world too. So we must feed the hungry. We must take care of the lost. We must clothe the naked. We must be that for all people. But listen, you got to get an idea of the God that you're talking about tonight. Because sometimes we get wrapped up in our own little world and forget who this brother really is. So everybody say, so will I. And let me tell you who he is. Here's who God is. God of creation, that's who he is. There at the start, before the beginning of time. Are y'all listening? Hit your neighbor and say, are you listening? This is good. Watch this. God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time, with no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and flushed out the power of light. He said, let there be light. There was no word light. There was no definition of light. But when he said it, everything came together and a light came on. That's the God we serve. Somebody say, so will I. Come on, say, so will I. Watch this. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, this planet was formed. In the vapor of his breath. It wasn't even his whole breath. The aftermath of his breath made earth. This dude is the bomb diggity up in here. I'm just saying. Somebody touch your neighbor and say, so will I. Watch this. If the stars were made to worship, so will I. I can see your heart in everything you made. Every burning star is signal fire of grace. If creation sings your praises, so will I. That's pretty good. So will I. Watch this. God of your promise. You don't speak in vain. No syllable empty or void. Did y'all get that? God of your promise. Everybody say, I promise. Has anyone ever promised you something and didn't come through? I'll be there, and they didn't come. That would never happen with God. God of your promise. No syllable empty or void. Not even a whole word, just a syllable. If he makes a syllable, it's right on point. Are anybody getting this? Well, it's going to get better. Watch this. For once you have spoken, all nature and science follow the sound of your voice. And as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. And if it all reveals your nature, so will I. I can see your heart in everything you say. Every painted sky, canvas of your grace. If creation still obeys you, so will I. Go with me on this. If the stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. If the ocean roar your greatness, so will I. If everything exists to lift you high, so will I. Are y'all with me? Are y'all really with me? Let's make it personal. Watch this. God of salvation. Word. I like that word, salvation. To be saved. God of salvation. You chased down my heart through all of my failure and pride. Anybody ever fall? Anybody ever mess up? Anybody ever come up with an excuse why you fell? And it had nothing to do with you? That's called pride. Just thought I'd give you a definition. You good? God of salvation, you chased down my heart through all of my failure and pride. On a hill you created. Oh my. Watch this. On a hill you created, light of the world, abandoned in darkness to die. Watch this. So God, who created this earth in the after of his breath, how he's making all this stuff. He came to one hill and he paused. And there had to be a couple of angels there when God said, let's make this hill. And then he said, and the angel goes, what's wrong? That's a special hill. He goes, what's so special about that hill? You made a lot of other hills. I mean, you made the Smokies, the Rockies. I mean, you're making this hill. It's a hill. He goes, no. This will be called Golgotha, the skull. Because this hill, I am going to let my son die. He made the hill that Jesus died on for you and for me. Well, let's just take it back that far, okay? So when the beginning of time, when God made that hill, he knew in the future he would have to let his son die on that hill. And the only reason he would let his son die on that hill is you. Oh, and me. I'm taking credit for that one too. Because I needed help because I was messed up. My own mama didn't want me. I already told y'all that. Watch this. And as you speak, 100 billion failures disappear. I had a friend who wrote this. He's with Hillsong, by the way. I preached a sermon, and they wrote this song from a sermon that I preached 3 years ago. But this is just a line I wish I made up, but he didn't. And as you speak, 100 billion failures disappear. Where you lost your life so I can find it here. Watch this. Hit your neighbor and say, here it is. If you left a grave behind you, so will I. I'm going to stop right there. I ain't even going to finish this. If you left a grave behind you, so will I. Let me do that one more time. If you left a grave behind you, so will I. Okay, when Jesus died in the garden, he prayed. He literally was begging. He said, remember what he said when he's praying by himself? Father, let this cup pass. Stop right there, because his next line was, not my will, but your will be done. That means God gave him an answer. So when he said, Father, let this cup pass, God went, no, drink it. What was in that cup? Oh, it's a word. I'll explain it. Everybody say drudge. Here's what drudge is. Every sin known to mankind, liquefied and put in one cup. God gave it to his only son, and he said, drink it. 34 years he lived perfect. Never sinned, nothing. And on the night before he would die, he had to drink sin for you and for me. So that's why it says, if you left the grave behind you, so will I. What hurt you? What happened to you? What happened to me? Everybody has a story. Everybody has a day they wish they can forget. Everybody has that thing in their head that when you close your eyes, it plays over and over again. You can't get away from it. What you need is somebody to help you through it. And only Jesus can help you get over the grave. And the only reason he can help you get over the grave, because so did he. Everybody say, so will I. If you left the grave behind you, so will I. If you left the grave behind you, so will I. If you left the grave behind you, so will I.